See, let me tell you one thing. If this thing should eat Nigerian, I'm afraid. If this thing should eat Nigeria, you see a lot of people die on the street. Nobody will cater for anybody.
Due to the increasing number of cases, do you think the ease of the lockdown is in order? Are people respecting it?
Nobody is respecting that. How do you expect people to respect it? Can you compare Nigerian society as a very good society, as a giant of Africa, as we call ourselves, as we claim? So, see, let me tell you one thing. If this thing should eat Nigerian, I'm afraid. If this thing should eat Nigeria, you see a lot of people die on the street. Nobody will cater for anybody. So you understand? Because in the first places, if not because of Nigerian government are failure, or if not because of Nigerian government failed the citizen, or if not we are not doing what we were supposed to do. Because when I was growing, my father used to tell me that when you have one problem, try as much as possible solve that problem, because when you allow that problem to generate 2 problems or 3 problems, at the end of the day you can't be able to solve the problem. So what am I saying is that Nigeria has a lot of problems and the government did not know how to tackle it. So that is why you see people, they are not comply. People are just going the way, they are just going through their normal life. So that's just it. We are in a serious problem. I'm afraid even sometimes to call myself as a Nigerian. So you understand? Because nothing is working in Nigeria. The elite ones, yes, the masses are crying that they want to go out, but they know if they release you, you should go out to go. They are not the one dying. It's the masses that will die on the streets. Nobody will cater for everybody. You understand? So that's just it. And I pray. My prayer is that God should heal the land, because this is a strong warning from God to humanity that we should go back to God. What do I mean by going back to God? Is by doing what is right. It's not by churches all over the place. It's not by going to churches. You can see churches all over the place. All the churches, all the pastors that you are seeing are just like a Ronaldo, Messi and Okocha, who they are using their talent to enrich their pockets. Do you understand? Not because of you and I. There's nothing like Holy Spirit in Nigeria. There's nothing like Holy Spirit in Nigeria. If Nigerian or the world, Africa in general, we should go back to the God by loving ourselves, by doing what is right. When they appoint you as a minister of finance, the money being allocated to your ministry, use it judiciously according to what you quote for. If they make you a minister of health, the money being allocated to your ministry, use it judiciously to the fellow Nigerian that they budget the money from you. Also, we leader, we should learn how to do things right. People believe when you go to church, it's by going to church we are deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. Oyinbo, when you go to the American, London or Europe, the way we are dying in the church, they are not dying in the church like that. But look at their country. It's better, it's not better off of Nigeria. See Nigeria, look at the way everything. Do you think Nigeria, calling Nigeria here, now nobody knows that the Ebola or coronavirus or pandemic one is, nobody believe it. Everybody just go because there is hunger in the land. So that's what I want to tell you.
Alright, sir, but we already have these cases. How do you think the government can battle this case out of Nigeria?
Which cases?
This COVID-19. Yeah, pandemic.
Well, you see, the way I'm seeing it, and my belief is my personal opinion. No government, even American UK government, whenever any government they call themselves, nobody can say they want to tackle the pandemic by themselves. It's just the hand of God. When it pleases him, he will remove it. It has happened before. Go and read the book of Exodus. When God said Pharaoh should let his children to go, Pharaoh decided not to allow his children to go. I mean the children of Israel. And God sent sent flock, ants, so many things to them to kill them. Even the firstborn of that land were killed. Do you understand? So my personal opinion and the way I see it is just the hand of God. God is telling us by this time that we should not serve him again. God does not want humanity to serve him because of our thinking. We are too wicked. Our heart is so devilish. Particularly in Africa, Nigeria in general. Do you understand? God is telling us that we should not serve him again. When you go to churches right now, is lizard, cats, cobweb are using to serve God. Water, seal, every declaration of God are serving God regularly. Even the tree we are under, they are serving God. You may not know, you may not see. If they should open your eyes of understanding, you can see they are serving God. But God is telling us that we should go back and go and rethink and retrace our steps. When we retrace ourselves, according to the book of Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 54 or thereabout, to say, my people be called by name. If they should repent from their sin, he said, I will heal their land. Simple.